Hello everyone, and welcome to this Hatha practice for when the moon lands in Sagittarius. Sagittarius governs the liver, hips, thighs, and sacrum, so we'll be doing poses that really help to activate the liver meridian that extends from the big toe all the way up the inner line of the legs to the liver. And then we'll be also working with the hips and the sacral chakra as well. So just coming to a comfortable seat to begin, letting your knees soften down, either bringing them together, hips on the heels, or you can take Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. And just beginning to bring the palms down on the thighs to ground as you roll the shoulders back and down. Lift up from your pelvis and feel the weight of your tailbone anchoring you into the ground beneath you. Take a deep breath in through the nose, breathing in. And full exhale out through the mouth. Good. Two more like that. Breathing in through the nose. Full audible exhale out through the mouth. And one more time, breathing in through the nose. Full audible exhale out through the mouth. As you inhale, reach the arms high, lift your gaze. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to right thigh, right hand behind, lengthen the spine. And exhale to soften into the twist. Maybe gaze over that right shoulder. Relax the left shoulder. And see if you can roll the shoulder blades towards each other on the back, while gently knitting the low ribs down towards the pelvis. And lift from your pelvis, take a deep inhale. And full exhale, come through center. As you inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, twisting over to the left. Roll the shoulders back, lengthen your spine. Knit the low ribs down. Soften in that right shoulder. And continue to breathe. Take an inhale to lengthen. And an exhale to bring yourself back through center. Let's bring the palms to heart center. And we can begin with an Om. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Full exhale out through the mouth. Inhale to Om. Begin to bow into yourself. And let's come over and we'll come onto the back. Just grounding into the heels. Reach the arms in front and curl your spine all the way down. And just begin to draw the knees in towards the chest. And feel that gentle compression as your belly breathes into the thighs, breathing in. And then exhale either out through the nose or the mouth, finding what feels most natural for you. See if you can soften the shoulders down. Mureya kuneya shukite. Vireya nushe te wa shitai. Two more, breathing in. And as you exhale, just feeling the body softening, releasing. And breathing in gently. Just feeling the breath flowing effortlessly. And then beginning to draw the knees open. Let's either bring peace fingers around the big toes, or you can reach for the outer edges of the feet, coming into Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Extending one knee and bending, and then the other as you lengthen your tailbone long. Just finding some gentle movements here, getting into the knees and the hamstrings. Breathing into the heart space. And then beginning to bring the big toes to touch. Let's draw the knees together, hands around the back of the thighs, and use the exhale to rock and roll along your spine. And we'll rock and roll all the way up to the feet. Beginning to melt over the thighs, reaching for opposite elbows. Bring the weight to the inner edges of the feet and then pull the feet apart. They won't move, but just feel that activation all the way up the inner lines of the legs as you soften in the neck. Breathe into the back of the heart space. Bureya shiteya, kureya nuke shitai, ureya nieya wahu shite. Ground into the heels and gently curl your spine all the way up. As you inhale, reach the arms high, lift your chest and gaze. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Big toes to touch. Bend the knees, come into Utkatasana, chair pose. Take an inhale to lengthen. And exhale to twist over to the left, crossing right elbow over that left thigh. Draw your right knee and hip back and lift your chest to your thumbs as you roll the shoulders back. Push the palms together. Weight comes to the inner edges of the feet. Lift from your pelvis and then lengthen your spine towards the short edge of the mat in front of you. Maybe gaze is up and over that left shoulder. Heart is higher than the hips. Bureya nukeya shiteya, kureya nuke shetide. Good. As you inhale, come through center, reach the arms alongside the ears. And exhale, bring your hands to heart. Slowly draw your right foot back and rise into your high lunge. Arms reach high, lift from your pelvis, soften in the shoulders. Slow your breathing. And then begin to pivot your right heel down and open to your warrior two. Begin to bend and extend your left knee. It might feel good to turn the palms open and down, just finding some gentle movement into the wrists. Bureya nuke shiteya, hureya nureya shite. Good, and then coming into warrior two. Settle here. Lift your spine tall. And think of drawing your left heel towards your right foot towards your left heel, activating the inner lines of the legs. Breathe here. Hureya nureya shuteya. Bire kuneya shitai. Mukte shite. Ureya nushite. Maybe gently tilting your pelvis down. Tucking the tailbone slightly as you lift up through the spine. 3 more breaths. Feeling what is activated and feeling the stability of that activation. I am stable. I am strong. Good. Let's begin to extend that left knee and reach forward with the left hand, coming into Trikonasana. Spine is long, shoulders relax, shoulder blades gently draw towards each other on the back. Activating the spine or activating all the muscles around the spine. As your neck is long and then gaze gently turns up towards your right fingertips. Keep drawing your left heel back and keep even weight on that right foot. Really press down with that right foot and then lengthen your spine forward to the short edge of the mat. Nureya kure shite. Mike nushitaya. Ukereya nureya. Mireya nuke shite. Bureya shitai. Stay with your breathing, slowing the breath down as much as you can. Feeling the breath as it moves through your body. Good, and let's bend into that left knee and float your right arm down. Pivot off your right heel and come into your low lunge. And just begin to heel toe that left foot out, coming into lizard lunge, pressing the palms down, or you're coming onto the forearms. And then bring the weight back into the inner edge of that left foot and draw the calf towards your left shoulder. Or if you're on your palms, draw the knee towards your left shoulder and think of gently pressing the inner left calf to your left arm. And just feel that activation on the inner adductor of that left side. Breathing nice and deep here. Staying present with the sensations, maybe softening in the shoulders, relaxing in the jaw. Feeling the stability underneath that left foot as your right knee begins to soften down as well into the earth. Lift through your pelvis as the spine lengthens. Breathe into the heart space. Feel that softening across the chest. Ureya nu shiteya. Kureya nureya. Mike ne shiteya. Kune shitai. Tureya. Coming up onto the hands. Let's angle your right shin out. And then begin to extend your left leg back. Come onto the inner edge of your left foot and sweep your left arm overhead. And then think of pulling your left foot towards your right knee. Reach far overhead. Push down with your right palm and then tilt your pelvis towards the long edge of the mat in front of you. Soften in the shoulders. Feel your core strong, all the muscles along the spine strengthening, breathing in. Good, and exhale, lower your left hand. Let's come onto the toes, extend the right leg back and lift back and up into downward facing dog, bending one knee and the other to pedal it out. Feel free to take any audible exhales, breathing in through the nose, sounding it out. Horeya nu keshite, kureya mihe nu shitaya. Nireya nu keshite. Gaze to thumbs. Bend the knees and hop the feet towards the wrists. Lengthen halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Reach for opposite elbows and bring the weight to the inner edges of the feet as you gently pull the feet apart. Feel the weight on your toes and your heels as well. And just let your spine soften. Let your head and neck soften. Begin to bring the weight into the heels as you bend the knees and curl the spine all the way up. Inhale, arms reach high. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bring the big toes to touch. Bend into the knees, coming into Utkatasana chair pose. Weight is in the heels and your chest lifts towards your thumbs. Take a big inhale. And full exhale, twisting over that right thigh. Pressing palms together, draw your left knee and hip back. Lengthen your neck and then maybe turn the gaze up and over that right shoulder. Breathing into the stomach area. Slowing the breath as much as you can. And just feeling the shape, exploring the shape, pressing into the heels. I am strong. Nireya kushite, kureute, mihashitao. Good. As you inhale, come up through center. Lengthen your spine. Gently draw that left foot back and rise into your high lunge, pressing into your right foot. Lift from your pelvis, lift off that left heel. Soften in the shoulders. And then begin to open up into your warrior two. Left heel pivots down, arms to a T. And just begin to extend and bend your right knee. Going for 4 more. Really feel the soles of your feet connecting you deeply to the stability beneath you. Maybe opening the palms and turning them down, taking some gentle wrist circles. Good, and one more time, we'll come into our warrior two and settle here. Maybe heel toeing that right foot forward a bit, and pulling that right heel back as you gently draw the left foot forward. And feel the inner lines of the legs activate. Just notice what arises. Notice where there might be other tension and areas in the body that tense or soften. See where you can soften, and then lift from your pelvis. Breathe into your pelvis. Hureya nuke shite. Nireya nueya. Uneya kune shite. Gaze can be over that right middle finger. Nushitaya. Shuktide. Mihere. Ikuneya shite. Slowing the breath even more. Good. Begin to extend your right knee and reach forward with the right hand coming into Trikonasana. Lengthening the spine. See what it feels like to drag that right foot back. It won't move, but just press it down and then pull back. And then press your left foot evenly as well as you lengthen the spine. You're lifting from your pelvis still. Continuing to breathe. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Draw awareness all the way up the spine, around the vertebrae, all those muscles. Mukishe nete. Letting the breath be fluid. Feeling the nourishment of your breath. Boreya nuke shite. When we target our mind towards a certain muscle and feel it, it puts us into a meditative state. So see if you can just allow yourself to be in that. I allow myself to receive this practice, to receive the benefits of this practice. Good, let's bend into that left knee. Lower your right knee, lower your left hand down, and then come on to your left knee. Heel toe your right foot out. You're coming into lizard lunge. Pressing into the palms. And then press that right knee into your right arm, or you're coming down onto the forearms. Weight is coming to the inner edge of that right foot. See if you can let your heart lift forward, always letting the heart come forward so we're not caving in. We want to keep the chest expanded so the breath can move nice and fluidly. And then bringing the weight to the big toe edge and the heel. Relaxing in the jaw, maybe letting the jaw move side to side. And just continuing to breathe nice and fluidly here. Shure tite, nireya kushineteya. Boreya kushinete, mihe kushineteya, kureya nute, mureya nushateya. Few more breaths. Allowing whatever wants to arise, The liver tends to hold a lot of anger, so if that's coming up for you, totally normal. And whatever is showing up for you, just know that it arises to be met with love. You can say, I allow all parts of myself to be loved. All parts of myself are worthy of love. Shureya nuke shite. Good, let's come up onto the hands. Begin to angle your left shin out and draw the right foot back, coming onto the inner edge of the right foot, extending the knee and reaching that right arm alongside your ear. Press into your left palm and then tilt your pelvis towards the long edge of the mat in front of you. Let the shoulders soften. Breathing here. Nureya kushe today. Lifting your heart. And exhale. Let's lower that right hand. You can lower that right knee and bring the toes in. Lift the hips back and up and come into downward facing dog. Spread through all 10 fingers. Take a big inhale through the nose. And full audible exhale out through the mouth. Kureya nushe today. Nikinushataya. Good. Begin to sweep that right leg back and up. Three-legged dog. Bring the weight to your left big toe. Press forward evenly with the palms. And exhale, bring your right knee to nose. Squeeze in. And gently draw your right foot between the hands. Drag your right heel back and drag your left toes forward as you rise up into your high lunge, creating that nice stability in the pelvis. Breathe in. Exhale, pivot your left heel down, open warrior two. And then begin to extend your right knee and pivot your right toes in, arms reach high. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips any amount. Maybe either just bringing the fingertips down under the shoulders, or you're bringing your head all the way down and walking the hands back to be in line with the heels. Bending at the elbows, and then see what it feels like to pull the feet towards each other. Again, they won't move, but we're activating the inner lines of the legs. Breathing into the back of the heart space. See if you can release any bunching in the other toes and just bring the weight to the big toe edge and heel and pull inward and breathe for 5. Mureya kushete. Allowing whatever energy wants to move with the breath. Continue to breathe. Hureya nusheteya kureya niyeya wahai. Ureya nushete nikeshinataya kureya nishete. Good, let's bring the palms back under the shoulders if they're not there already. Lengthen the spine. And begin to ground your right palm. Press down as you reach your left arm high for a twist. Right palm pushes, left arm reaches in opposition. Even pressures on the feet. Try pulling the feet towards each other and lengthen your spine and then twist deeper. Maybe gaze is all the way up towards your left fingertips. Breathing in. Try to roll the shoulders back and let your heart shine forward. Mureya kushe. Mireya kuneya shete. Kureya shuktide. Neheya wahaoi. Uneya kushete. Exhale, lower that left hand down. Good, lengthen your spine. Begin to walk the hands all the way forward towards your right foot. Pivot your right toes forward. Lift off your left heel. Bend your right knee and lower to your left knee. Good. Beginning to stay in your low lunge. Lengthening your spine, lifting your heart. And see what it feels like to draw your left knee forward as you gently draw your right heel back. Soften in the jaw and breathe. Nikshe tire, nure kute, mirhe ushitai. Softening in the neck, softening in the jaw. Mure kushe tire, nire kunetite, unishitea, kureyashitai. Good. Let's gently draw the hips back. Angle your left shin to the right and draw your hips all the way back, bringing your right heel back, coming onto your sit bones, and then crossing your right foot over that left thigh. If it's too much to bend the left knee, you can keep your left leg extended long. Otherwise, heel is drawing over to the right. Wherever you are, make sure both your sit bones are rooted down. Option 1, left elbow around right knee, right hand behind. Option 2, left elbow to the outer edge of that right knee. And option 3, you're threading that left arm through for a bind. Wherever you are, rolling the shoulders back, root that right sit bone down and lift from your pelvis. Breathe into the liver, into the solar plexus, below the heart, above the navel. Feel the ground supporting both your sit bones. Where can you soften while still remaining stable? Let yourself feel the stability with ease. Get yourself to a place in the shape where it's enjoyable. There's still effort, but it's enjoyable, not forceful. Boreya kuneya shiteya. Kureya nuke shite. Mire kanua shitai. Mihe kenawahe. Shinatete. Nukereya shite. Good, gently releasing. Let's extend that right leg out and bring the inner edge of your left foot to the right thigh. You can flex your right toes towards the knee, lengthen the spine, and then walk the hands to the inner edge of that right leg. Reaching forward, and you don't have to come as far forward as me. Let your heart lead the way without rounding in, but just let that expansion across your chest be there the whole time as you soften into the shape. And if you're wanting more activation, press your left knee down and press into the back of your right leg, and then lengthen the spine as you lift from your pelvis and feel that hinge at the hips. Boreya nuke shiteya, shuktire mihena shitai, nureya kushete, mire kune shitaya, ureya nushete. Feeling the stability beneath you. Feeling the expansion and nourishment of your breath. And gently begin to tuck the tailbone and curl the spine all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. Audible exhale out. Good. Let's extend that left leg. Bring your hands to either sides of your hips. Roll the shoulders back, toes flex, spine is long. Dandasana, staff pose. Breathing here. Maybe pressing the backs of the legs down. Continue to feel that lift from your pelvis. Feel that relaxation in the jaw. that slowing of your breath. I am strong. I am supported. Where do you feel supported in your body? Even if it's the tiniest bit, lean into that. Nu ke she ni te awa, hu ke shenetea, kureya nute. As you exhale, either bend the knees and melt forward over the thighs, reaching for the outer edges of the feet, or you're extending the knees long and then melting your forehead down towards your knees, any amount. Wherever you are, as you breathe in, feel that compression of the belly against the thighs. Really feel that. And as you breathe out, feel the low ribs knitting down. Softening in the fingers and the wrists, especially if they're really gripping. Just letting that grip be soft and using the muscles of the thighs and your abdominals to gently create this contraction forward as you hinge forward over your legs. Kureya nushateya. Mureya kureya nishatai. Mikeshe tire nie washatai. Grounding the sit bones, curl all the way up one vertebrae at a time. Good, let's ground the palms, bend the knees, ground the soles of the feet, and come forward into a downward facing dog. Breathing in. Full exhale out. Spread through your fingers. Lengthen the thumbs long. As you inhale, sweep your left leg back and up, three-legged dog. Ground into your right big toe. Find even pressure on both your hands. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Draw your knee to nose. Draw your thigh towards your chest. You can rise off your right heel. And then step your left foot between the hands. Drag your left heel back, right toes forward as you rise up into your high lunge. Lift from your pelvis. And then pivot your right heel down as you open warrior two. Extending your left knee. Turn your left toes in and reach your arms high. Big inhale. Full exhale. Bring your hands to heart and hinge forward from the hips. Knees can bend as much as they need here. So you can bend the knees, just keep the spine long. Either bringing your hands or fingertips down under the shoulders or walking the hands back to be in line with the heels, bending at the elbows. Drag the inner edges of the feet towards each other and allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the neck to release any tension. Horeya nukeshite. Mireya kureshite. Notice if the shoulders want to curl in and see if you can roll them back and feel more expansion across the chest. And keep dragging the feet towards each other. They won't move, but it's that activation of the inner lines of the legs as you continue to breathe. Nureke mihe shinataya. Oreya, nureya kushe. Good, and then beginning to walk the hands out in front. Grounding into your left palm. Keep drawing the feet towards each other as you inhale, right arm reaches high. Press your left palm down and reach your right arm in opposition. Neck is long, feet are drawing towards each other, inner lines of the legs are still activated, lift out from the pelvis, spine is long, and then twist in between the shoulders. Ureya nishite, nike nishitaya, ore kunishiteya, mire kanuwahe, nishiteya, nike nishitai. Mureya. Good. As you exhale, lower that right hand. Lengthen the spine and walk the hands forward over to your left toes, pivoting the toes forward. Rise off your right heel, bend into your left knee and lower that right knee down. Let your chest shine forward. Roll your shoulders back. Breathing here. And bringing weight to the inner edge of that left foot. More kunishite. See if you can release any clenching around the pelvis. Feeling expansion there and strength. That left hamstring is strong. The left glute is strong. The spine is strong. Shureya nukeshite. Good. Begin to angle your right shin over to the left. And then extend your left knee, walking the hands back and bringing your hips all the way back as you cross your left foot over that right thigh. And again, you can have that right leg extended or you can keep it bent. Coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana, either bringing your right elbow around your left knee, lengthen the spine and exhale to twist. Right elbow over to the outer edge of that left knee, or you're internally rotating that right shoulder and threading through. Reaching for a bind, Ganesha Mudra. Roll your shoulders back and draw your left thigh towards your belly. Lift from your pelvis and then maybe turn that gaze over your left shoulder. Press your right knee down if it's bent, or press the back of that right leg down. Breathing into the solar plexus. Ureya nukeshite. Bureya kure nushite. My anger is valid, but it does not define who I am. Mukeshetire. I act on my anger in empowering ways, in healthy ways. Because I am healthy, I am strong. Ureya kushite. Mire shitere. Nureya kunishite. Gently releasing, extending your left leg out long, bringing the sole of your right foot to your inner left thigh. And then begin to press into the back of your left leg and press into the outer edge of your right knee as you walk your hands forward to the inner edge of that left leg, any amount, keeping your sit bones rooted. And then feel that lengthening and lifting from your pelvis as you continue to root the sit bones in opposition. Notice how the spine strengthens, relax in the shoulders, the chest is open, flexing left toes towards the knee. Breathing nice and deep here. Mureya kushe. Nireya ture, nuke shinataya, kure shute, Mishekte anashite. Nureya kureya. Mire kanuashite. Nureya, nureya, nureya. Mukanashite. Good. Grounding into the sit bones. Gently begin to curl the spine all the way up. Rolling one vertebrae at a time. And then beginning to extend that right leg out long. Flexing toes towards your face. Let's come into Dandasana. Pressing the palms down on the outer edges of the hips and rolling the shoulders back. Feel your thighs root down. And then gently feel your spine lifting. Just visualize a white beam of light drawing down through the center of your crown, down through your spine and into the earth beneath you. Hureya nushite. Bireya kuneshitai. Nushe today. I clear out all of that which does not serve me. I choose from this day forward to live in my power fully and wholly, and I let go of all that which is the opposite. Shureya kushite. Mureya kuneshitai. I let go of all that which tries to keep me small. I release, I release, I release. Breathing in. Full audible exhale. Good. Hinge forward from the hips. Activate the quads and then draw those low ribs down towards the pelvis, creating that knitting sensation. And then you're activating the obliques as you come forward. Flexing the toes towards your face. The knees can also bend here. And as you breathe in, feel the belly pressing against the thighs. And full exhale out. Keep feeling the earth beneath you, supporting you. Let the shoulders soften from the ears. Gently release your grip on the feet. And just feel the expansion of your breath as you breathe in. The expansion across your chest, coming all the way down your arms and into your hands. Mureya. The hands and arms are all connected to the heart. So allowing that love to flow to the backs of the shoulders. And then you're feeling that belly continue to gently compress against the thighs. Nureya kushe today. Nireya shinatai. Gently beginning to roll the spine all the way up. One vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Shift the hips forward. Beginning to press down into the soles of the feet. Reach the arms forward and curl your spine all the way down. One vertebrae at a time. Drawing the knees in towards the chest. Breathe in. Feel that belly compress into the thighs. Breathing in, soften the shoulders. And full exhale. Feel the spine relax deeper into the earth. Let's draw the knees wide and come into happy baby, either bringing the peace fingers around the big toes or coming to the outer edges of the feet. Soles of the feet lift high. You can either take some gentle intuitive movements or remain in stillness and allow the shoulders to draw down the back body. Feel the elbow creases open towards the sky and the tailbone lengthen long towards the short edge of the mat in front of you. Koreya nushe, mire kunishataya, korete ishite, nure henashatai, koreya nishateya. And gently beginning to release and coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. And taking any audible exhales that want to move out of the body just to help make more spaciousness within. My voice matters. Allowing that sound to move out of the body with that toning. Giving yourself the permission to sound and take up space. And just noticing how you feel after that movement practice. As you feel your whole body surrender into the ground, into the earth beneath you. Boreya nushite, mire kana, mure kunishiteya, uktide mihai shitai, nuriya shiteya, kire neshitai, kure a, kure a, kure a. Kore no shete mihe koneshetaya mokshe tede oreya no shetai. And I invite you to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope that you're feeling clear and balanced and supported, especially in the hips and the pelvis area, and cleansed for your day or night ahead. Namaste.